What's going on, guys? It's Mr. Affleck 9916. Welcome back to the MLB 16 The Show. Jack Davis, closing pitcher, road to the show, closing in on the All-Star game, and we are trying to make it. As of now, we are right around the top 5 in voting, and I think you need to be in the top 6 to make it as a closer. So it looks like we're probably going to make it unless we screw up really, really bad. We actually got a save right off the bat. That did count as a save, despite the fact we came in with 2 outs. So that's an easy way to get our 22nd save of the year. Come in, face one batter, strike him out on a check swing, and we have our first save. But go into our next appearance. We are, as you see, at the All-Star game, and yes, we have been chosen to represent the National League in the 2020 MLB All-Star game. So we finally make it after last year with all the bad things that happened, getting sent down to the minors, coming back to the National League, and finally making the All-Star game. We were third in voting, 423,000 votes. Our ERA is 1.74 at the break. So let's go play the All-Star game. We lost and we don't even get to play. So kind of unfortunate right there. I didn't get to appear at all in the game, but that's just the way it goes. We'll head to the second half of the season now. As you see, we had 22 saves at the break, 29 strikeouts in 31 innings. So pretty good for Jack Davis. He's been pretty phenomenal as a closing pitcher here for the Padres. Playing against Colorado in Colorado, we've always had trouble here, so we want to try to get through this game well. We want to try to do the rest of our year strong, kind of, improve our trade bait and improve our money that we're going to make, because Jack Davis still hasn't really signed a long-term contract now, and at the age of 26, that's something I got to be thinking about. But we are approaching the trade deadline, speaking of that, and I really teeter-tottered in my decision-making as to what I wanted to do. I could have decided to stay on the Padres for a couple years, but I decided that I think it would be best to ask for a trade, because with my MLB service, because we got sent down to the minors for part of last year, I'd still have to play until I'm 30. My player's 26 years old. I have to play until I'm 30 to go in the free agent market, and I just don't know if I want to do that here in San Diego. You need 6 years of MLB service to get on the free agent market, which is kind of tough. And Jack Davis has like 2.1, and we'd have to play pretty much 4 years, because 3 years would put us at like 5.3, and that wouldn't be enough. So kind of unfortunate. But coming into our next game, we are on the road playing against the New York Mets here in Brooklyn, I believe. No, are they in Queens? The Mets play in Queens, I believe. But anyway, 1-1 count to the first batter, and he fouls that one off. I'm all into New York City now because I went there over the summer. I had that terrible vlog that those of you guys watched, and I went to the New York Yankees game. That was pretty fun. I did see the Mets Stadium off in the distance, but we never really got to go to it. When we drove to LaGuardia Airport, we were somewhat close, but never really got to get up close to the stadium. I did go to a game at Yankee Stadium, though. That was a ton of fun. But either way, playing against the Mets in this game, trying to get the save here. Only a 1-run lead, and the Mets are going to get the tying run on base as they bunt and end up getting a base hit. There's nothing Jack Davis could have done about that. Next batter comes in. He's going to swing and miss, actually check swing and miss on a changeup, so it's 0-1. Next pitch is going to be a strike, and we throw out the runner going to second base. So how about that? Actually, that pitch was a ball, but I'll take it. We throw the runner out. Next pitch is a changeup. He's swinging and missing, going out of the zone, chasing at pitches, and then with 2 out, 2-2 count, he's just going to pop this one into left field. The shortstop ranges back, makes the catch, and we get the save. That's number 24 on the year in 25 attempts, so nearly perfect. 112 now career saves for Jack Davis, so he continues to rack up some pretty dang good statistics this year. It has definitely been a breakout year for Jack Davis. He is finally emerging as a pretty good ball player. You see we're 84 overall in our rankings, and improving our sinker velocity right there, getting close to 85 overall actually. When you go to the statistics page, it shows me as an 86. I think that's like adjusted overall for morale or something like that. I don't know. Playing against the Mets again in our next game, though. We have a 3-run lead this time, so it should be a little easier. First batter, we get him down 1-2, swinging and missing at the changeup, or actually that's a sinker low and away right there. So that's an easy first out, and Jack just continues to roll. Next batter comes in, 0-0 count, 1 out, so obviously it's the first pitch to the at-bat. He hits it on the ground, second baseman fields, throws first, and 2 up, 2 down to start out the bottom of this 9th inning. Pretty good job pitching. You know, when Jack pitches well, this also helps his trade value because we're looking like we want to go to a team. Here's my goal. We want to go to a team who's trying to make the playoffs, a team that's good, but a team that doesn't have a closer. And that's where I hesitated to be traded because they could have traded me to another really crappy team like Minnesota, who is in last place and doesn't really have much of a chance to make the playoffs. So now that I'm playing really well, you know, I want to present myself as someone who, like, hey, playoff team, you need a closer? Pick up Jack Davis. He's on fire this year. That's what I'm hoping I get traded to. And that's honestly where, in my trade logic, I kind of worried myself a lot. And that's why I almost said, do I want to wait? But then the same thing would happen next year. And I say, hey, if I get traded to a team I don't like, I'll just stick it out there a couple years or ask to get traded again, depending on what happens. You know what I mean? You don't want to ask to get traded too many times because it starts to become a little ridiculous. But, you know, stick it out 2 or 3 years there. And by that point, we'll have a chance to go free agency. But I did say, you know what, screw it. I don't think the Padres are going to give me a chance to win a World Series in the next couple years, and I want to try to do that sooner than later because I could wait till I'm a free agent at 30 to go to a good team. But then what if I don't end up on a team that makes it to the World Series, right? It could be like the Dodgers. They're so good, they keep making the playoffs, but they never get to the World Series. I could end up like that and then never win a World Series. So at this point, I just said, you know what? Screw it. We're going to go for the trade. And this is what convinced me the most. Let's look at our minor league teams. We're 45 and 55, so we're actually not in last place. The Diamondbacks are. Mission's a 14-11, not bad, but our AAA team, last place. So we have no talent down there to come up. I mean, maybe our AA a little bit. So we're going to ask for a trade. Here we go. Who will we get traded to? Going back to this screen for a second, this was me hesitating, so now you guys know how I was feeling mentally. It was mentally awkward like how this video just got, but let's try to get traded again. Who are we going to get traded to? The Padres trade Jack Davis to the Mets for left fielder Sammy Ingram. So, the team we just played against, we are headed to Queens to play for the New York Mets. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Jack Davis has been traded to the Mets. Padres say, we need your complete commitment to the team, and since you're not on board, we'll start exploring potential trade opportunities. You weren't completely committed to me when you sent me down to AAA last year, so that's that. Look at that. Jack Davis, he looks great in a Mets uniform, I think. He's got blue and orange, kind of similar colors to the Padres, actually, so the uniforms don't look all that different. He kind of looks similar, but we are on the road playing in Detroit, so this is going to be a tough game. Leading this game 9-8. It's been an absolute slugfest, and I was way off with my meter in this game, guys. I don't know if it was Jack Davis having, like, pain because he was nervous for his new team. Not physical pain, but, like, mental anguish because he just got traded, or probably what it is, I have not played this game in like 2 weeks before I played this game, which was yesterday, and I was just off with my meter. I was just rusty and I need to get back. It took me a while to get back, so we fall back 3-1 to the first two batters. We ended up striking out the first, as you see, but then we walk the second batter, and now, here comes Miguel Cabrera. He's 2 for 4. He's already got a home run and a double, and we do not want him to get another extra base hit because that could tie the game or win the game for the Tigers. We want to get our Mets career off to a good start. 1-1 count to Cabrera. We're going to get him to foul off a fastball, so we get him down 1-2. It ends up going to 2-2. Here's a pitch. He swings and misses at a changeup low, and there are 2 gone. So great job, Jack Davis right there getting the out. And now we got to face off against our next batter. We fall behind 1-0, bring it back to 1-1. Then the next pitch is going to be a changeup in there, so it's now 1-2. He brings it back to 2-2. We throw another pitch low and away, so once again, it's a full count. Look at that, 22 pitches already. Trying to strike him out here, 3-2. Bring in the fastball. He lines it into left field, and he's going to say, you're not striking me out. I'm getting a base hit, so he just beat us on that one, plain and simple. And there are now 2 gone with 2 on, and, well, I guess 2 gone and 2 on, that would be 2 out, whatever. I almost screwed up what I'm saying, but next batter comes in, he's behind 1-2, so we're going for the strikeout. We miss low, it's 2-2, then the next pitch, just low again, it's 3-2, trying to strike him out, no. The ball's going to get behind the catcher. We got to cover the base here. Luckily, the runner from third doesn't go. That was a lucky one. That could have been a close call. Bases are now loaded with 2 outs. Next batter comes in. First pitch to him is a 99-mile-an-hour fastball for a strike. followed by a changeup, which he checks his swing. Good job right there. It's 1-1. 33rd pitch of the inning for Jack is going to be a fastball, which he fouls off. So now we have him down 1-2, trying to end this inning. We're going back to the fastball, trying to strike him out. There it is. We strike him out on a 101-mile-an-hour fastball. Caught him looking, and we start our Mets career off with a save. Still 26-27 on the year. I'll keep the same counter going just because it's a new team. Doesn't mean your stats change. But we get traded to the New York Mets. I am so excited, guys. This is a team. We have a losing record, but we're playoff contention, and we had a winning record like a week ago, but the Mets lost like a bunch straight, actually to the Padres. So that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I want to thank you all for watching. Make sure you all rate, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you want to follow my career now with the New York Mets trying to win a World Series. For now, we'll see you all next time. I'm Mr. Affleck, 9916. Peace.